Hello. Welcome to Boots on the Line 426 2025. I am happy to report that our long national nightmare is over. Spokane Honey is going through, Pacific Wax Flesh is going through, and we're going to show you what they're looking like. Come on in. Mr. Kinney,
Howdy.
how are you?
Good. Just clipped on you.
All right, you're mic'd up. All right, so what do we got here?
Some Spokane Honey, smooth,
Oh man,
on a Maxwell.
it feels so good.
I know, it looks really good. The name fits it. It's looks like honey. It's like...
Yeah, so we got Alfred. We've got a Maxwell, so 7-inch height on this guy. Very popular configuration. The Spokane Honey looks awesome. And yeah, congratulations for being featured. I'll let you attach that in the way that you want. You should ask Jamin how he likes it.
Yeah.
He's very opinionated.
I'm just gonna do it like that.
Yeah. Thank you, Jake. Let's talk to our boy here.
Oh, yep.
Oh, I'm your boy? I've been promoted.
Okay, here we go, right? It's always something. It's always something.
Hello.
Okay, so you're doing honey right now.
Oh, wait, first off, you always ask how we're doing. How are you doing?
It's great. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, I'm slacking.
Very
I
concern.
know.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
That's good to hear. What's
Yeah,
going on?
no, we're doing good. We're having a nice April. Had a good March.
Yeah, it's warming up. Sun's coming out.
Yeah, sun's out. Jackets are feeling a little warm. May have to, I don't know, break out a vest or something like that. But Jamin, yeah, so you're working on honey right now.
Yep, working on
what do
some
we got?
honey right
This
now.
is like maybe an Overlander. Yeah, so
A boot. H&W.
8-inch. So that's an 8-inch Overlander in the Spokane Honey.
Yep.
This is the kind of counterpart here. You know, looks a little similar. So this is an 8-inch height instead of the 7-inch height like the Maxwell. Obviously no padded collar. What do you think of this leather?
Well, that's what I wanted to show right here. It's super easy to work with because you see how I'm hammering it? It doesn't like spring back.
Yeah.
It's not super stiff. When
It's nice
I
and
pull on it,
waxy.
but it's not too thin. So you see when I pull on it and that counter lays down, it's not like forming like a micro cleat, like where I don't want it to. And so it's super easy to just get up and over. I just pull this, like.
Yeah, they really
This
nailed
blade.
this batch. The brown that came in was a little harder to work with. I
Yeah,
understand.
it still has. It's just kind of like I don't really know what's going on because it still works kind of like this. It's just a little boardier, so if it doesn't have like wax filling, it's not as.
Yeah, so
softer.
the temper on this guy is just right, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas the other one is a little lower than we'd like.
And those like prototype first couple batches that we had, it was like I left their hands feeling kind of waxy after. It was kind of like a chrome pack because I know it's chrome pack derived, right?
Okay.
But
Yep.
that first batch was kind of a little. Like, it doesn't have a good hand feel.
Yeah, it's
after the
it's
fact,
basically
but-
like a veg tan to chrome pack. Yeah. And so it gets that visual
Is it
interest.
combo tan?
Yes.
Or- okay, yeah.
Yep. So it's still chrome tanned, right? So it goes through faster. But it is also veg tanned, which adds some of that visual interest and gives it some of that pull up effect.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
you
you
kind
can
of get the
see-
best of both worlds.
As it actually has quite a nice table color underneath too. So yeah, good stuff.
Cool. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We got
What?
Robert W. Congratulations on being featured. You can attach that in any way that you like.
I'll figure out.
All
a
right.
way.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay. Our next contestant.
It was
we
a hard
have
choice.
Some Pacific Wax Flesh. In the flesh. Finally here.
Yep.
What do you think about this, bud?
You know, I like that it's a bit more gray when it pulls.
Yep.
But it still has that nice blue undertone. That's what I really like about the black wax flesh.
Yep.
So it's a bit lighter, so I think it'll go better with like.
Yeah, it's kind of a complicated color. You know,
Yeah.
it's very much like a stormy sea, which is why we named it that.
It's a good name for it.
Yeah, gray, blue, a little green even.
And I do like the Tinker Pro pattern.
You like the new one?
Yeah, I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the buckles. I'd like to see us get some different hardware colors. You know.
Well, yeah, we do. I mean, we've got black, but yeah, nickel would be cool. I agree.
I'm a fan of our wax flesh line.
Yeah.
It glues up pretty well and has a pretty medium temper.
You guys like working on wax flesh in general,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's It's funny because we call it wax flesh, but it has a lot less wax than something like the Orange Predator.
Okay.
Or some of like the new Spokane Honey as
Yeah,
well.
I mean the wax is it's a surface treatment, right? So it's not like it's super hot stuff like some of the stuff where it's just really impregnated with the oils and everything in the drum. This is a surface treatment, so yeah, it kind of gives it that visual appearance, but leaves it still pretty easy to work with. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Who is this? This is okay, Gabriel P. Congratulations, buddy. You just won $100 towards a future purchase. We're having great taste. And that'll be a photo booth for sure. This will be one of our offerings for the Boots on the Line promo. So you'll see that launching Sunday. Pacific Wax Flesh Tanker.
Cool.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Definitely. Congrats, Gabriel.
Who wants to talk Rono Timber?
I'm the only one who does work with it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, if you don't mind. Okay. Flipper. Okay, so Nate, what is this? This is Roanoke Timber?
Yeah, Rono Timber.
So this was a limited launch we did. A little under the radar, I would say, and it's not quite as flashy as maybe the Spokanes or the Pacifics, and some of that's on us. But this is a really pretty leather, you know, a very medium brown.
Yeah, it's almost got like
a little red to it.
Scarlet undertones.
Yep.
It's kind of like a salmon on the inside, on the flesh side.
Yeah, some like a nice pull up here. I'd call this kind of traditional, but really great temper on it.
Yeah, it feels super nice to stretch on, to pull on. Even just like the finish, the texture of the finish, it almost kind of feels like silk or satin.
Yeah, I'd
like
agree.
that.
It kind of feels like the Spokane a little bit, not quite as
Spokane
waxy,
is a bit waxy,
but
this is nice.
it does have a really nice hand feel.
Yeah.
So you just started cutting this today?
Yeah, I cut maybe 6 pairs.
Okay. So we'll keep an eye on this and kind of, you know, we'll probably incorporate this next week when we get a more finished product.
Yeah.
I'm curious how this turns out.
We got some
It's
right
it's
here,
a nice,
actually.
very rich color.
Yeah.
But also I think we'll provide
definitely,
some nice variation too.
I did a wingtip, and I think that'll look really nice. Have a
interesting.
really like
Okay.
classy finish.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
really classy boot.
I don't see Roanoke out there yet. I think it's but it should be. I mean, it's a great leather and it's really pretty. But thank you for showing us this.
Of course.
All right, guys. Well, congratulations to Gabriel and everyone else. Thank you for coming to this week's Boots on the Line. I hope you liked what you saw. We've got some great leathers going through. Thanks for being a customer. Thanks for thinking of being a customer. And if you have any questions, you know where to find us. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.